Good morning, Kangs. Buenos dias, guten morgen, and bon matin. It's Foreign Language Week here at LDub. Welcome to the broadcast. Kang Movie Night is coming up next week on March 14th, and we'll be watching Zoolander in the Student Center. The movie starts at 7:30. You're gonna want to come early to get a good seat. You may bring friends, pillows, and sleeping bags. It costs $4 to get in. Juniors, tonight is Ruby's night. If you bring in one of these flowers with you to Ruby's Diner between 5 and 9, then 20% of your check will go towards the class of '09. If you don't have one of these flyers, you can pick one up from Millie's desk. Come out and support your class, Kangs. Hey seniors, you turned in your PSR 3 yet? And now sports.
Your spring sports teams have been hard at work getting ready for their first matches this Tuesday. Girls tennis will be at LDub at 3:30, and our girls golf team will be at Jefferson Park for their first match at 3:45. Soccer will be playing on the LDub field at 5:30, and the baseball team will have our final home game for the evening, starting at 6. Come out and support your Lake Washington athletes at their first games of the season. Are you interested in film or journalism? The Kang video broadcasting class gives you real-world experience in both fields. We spend our Mondays mostly in pre-production, planning and writing out what needs to be done by the end of the week. After picking out the general contents for the broadcast, we begin by writing the anchor and segment dialogue. By Tuesday, we're already out getting the footage that we need. Usually everyone has a job to do this early in the week. To stay organized, we write down all of our shots and settings to make post-production easier. As the week draws to a close, we import our footage to the computer and begin editing. At this point, we take the best shots and cut them together, trying to make the sequences as natural as possible. When we have a rough edit, the images are digitally enhanced to be more visually appealing. Finally, we add the details, like images and text. Video broadcasting is a real experience. If you want to learn to professionally edit video, then become a professional video editor. If you want to be a journalist, then become a real journalist. If you wish you were a reporter, then become a reporter. Don't just learn about your job, become a professional in the field. Sign up for the Lake Washington Broadcasting class.
So, Ms. Christensen, as staff member of the week, we'd like to learn a little bit more about you. So, do you have a favorite movie?
I love movies. If anybody has played my stand-up game, you know that I love to ask that question and get reviews of movies. I would say that, though, overall, my favorite genre of movie is the Molly Ringwald Bunch from the 80s, or if that would be even called a genre.
But it's the 80s.
It's the 80s, come on. So, like 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, all those movies are so awesome, and they're just classic, and so I could watch them over and over again.
Sure, certainly. So how about books? Do you have a favorite book character of any kind?
A character, there's so many great characters, but I would have to pick one that I could emulate a little bit, and so I would say, like, off the top of my head, maybe like The Life of Pi, because it's so much imagination going on in that book, and Pi, the main character, has to be so creative about how to survive out there on the ocean, and so he has to be creative and use his imagination. So, Life of Pi. So, Pi is a great character.
Sure. So in all the people you meet, is there a certain quality that stands out to you that's really like a good quality?
That's a great question. I get to meet so many fabulous people coming through LDub as a teacher here, 150 new students every year that come through, plus all of the whole student body that you work with every year. And so I get to see a lot of different characters and different personality traits, and I would say that the one that stands out the most to me is the open-mindedness. The people that are really open to learn something new, that don't feel like they know all the answers already or already know so much about a person or a situation. People who are open-minded really impress me.
Of course.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ta-da!
All right, excellent.